he created the most educated civilization in history. He created a civilization that has influenced every single society on the planet. The only man in history who has impacted every single country in the world. There's like what, 200, 220, 250 countries in the world today. Every single country he's impacted. The greatest example is Europe and America, where most people on this coast live in today. Yeah, what did he do for the Americans and for the British? Let's have a look what he did. And for the Europeans, universities. The concept of the university. What's the first university in the world? The Qarwain in Morocco. What's the second one? There's some say the House of Wisdom in Baghdad. Third one, Al-Azhar Sharif. Fourth one, Qarwayan in Tunis. Fifth one, the Zaytuna. The first 5 universities in the world, all from the Muslims. And then the Europeans, they took the entire system of the university and they brought it to Oxford and Cambridge, which were the first universities in the West. Yeah, the curriculum that they would teach, the subjects that they would teach was exactly the same as the subjects that we've been taught in the Muslim world. They taught grammar, they taught logic, they taught rhetoric, they taught mathematics, they taught astronomy. All this exactly the same curriculum. They just lifted the curriculum and started teaching it. The layout, even the structure of universities, you have courtyards and then you have people living around, all of that is from the Muslims. Hospitals are from, the very first hospital in the world was established in Baghdad. Before that, if people got ill, what would happen? They would just quietly die. They would take them to like a room and they would stay there. And the rooms in Europe, for example, they were dirty. They would make them more ill. They were unhygienic. The Muslims discovered the theory of germs, that germs are these invisible microbes that spread and cause illness. So the very first hospital in the world was in Baghdad, and then hospitals spread across the Muslim world. They said there were 50 cities in the Muslim world. Every single one had at least 2 hospitals. The first hospitals in Europe were in Spain and Italy, because Italy was Muslim, Spain was Muslim. There was the hospital of Salerno there in Italy. That was the hospital, the Muslim hospital that started to now be copied. It was the biggest hospital in Southern Europe. The French and the Germans and the British, they took that example of a hospital and they started to build hospitals for the first time in the West. Yeah, surgical instruments, 85% of the instruments that are used today for surgery were invented by the Muslims. Many of them by Imam Zaharawi from like 900 years ago, 1,000 years ago. 85% of the instruments that are used for surgery today. La ilaha illallah. Yeah. It's incredible. And yet people now are like, yeah, I hate Islam. You would have a civilization without, you would have nothing. You would have a hospital, you would have universities, you'd have nothing without Islam. Yeah. Like what I'm saying is that if you want to be a Muslim or not, okay, whatever. You don't want to be a Muslim, that's your choice. Yeah, no, but at least have respect for the people that gave you everything you have. At least have gratitude. You're like a human being, we should be thankful. Like, for example, like look at our parents. Our parents did things for us. We should be grateful to our parents. It's natural that we should thank our parents. Alhamdulillah, my father went out. Like my father, for example, he used to work 12 hours a night. Night shift, 12 hours, he used to work in the factories. Allah bless him and give him long health. How can I not be grateful to my father when he's worked 12 hours every night, and that's a result of now I'm able to now have an easy life and teach and travel the world and do what I do. It's not my father, mashallah ta'ala. My mother raised me and she looked after me from when I was, of course I'm going to be grateful to them. Unless I'm psychologically unwell, I'm going to be grateful to those who helped me. So how can we not be grateful to the Muslims? How can the non-Muslims, the West, not be grateful for all of the things that the Muslims gave them, everything that they have? Hospital, university, what else? Mathematics, algebra. Where's algebra from? Imam al-Khwarizmi, a Muslim Persian scholar who wrote a book, Al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. He wrote a book called Al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. Al-Jabr, which means like transformation, it's like transforming or rearranging equations. Al-Jabr. Al-Jabr is where algebra comes from.